Haley Cazell. I'm the Community Sales Manager for Carolina Park Development in Mount Pleasant, and wanted to tell you a little bit about Carolina Park today. So Carolina Park is a master plan neighborhood spread out over 1,700 acres right in the heart of Mount Pleasant, next to Wando High School, Mount Pleasant Hospital. And in Carolina Park, we have commercial retail space as well as residential. We have hundreds of acres of protected parks, wetlands, trails. So I'll tell you a little bit about how it works. Starting off at the entrance to the neighborhood off Highway 17, we have retail shopping up front. We have Wando High School right in the front of the neighborhood, the Center for Advanced Studies at Wando. A future 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art library is planned for the neighborhood. Just across the way, you'll see a fire station that's currently in framing. We have Mount Pleasant Hospital that's already established in the front of Carolina Park. And all of this is planned for future shopping, retail. A town center will be part of this, probably some outdoor dining, something you could walk or ride your bike to. And this right here, Park Avenue Boulevard, connects to Park West, the neighboring community. So you have Mount Pleasant Recreation Center. All the schools are located in Park West, the elementary, middle, right now. And the shopping that's currently in Park West, the Publix grocery store, the coffee shop, you have all of that accessible in just a bike ride's distance. As you move up the neighborhood, we have plans for 280 luxury apartments. So those will be rentals. They're not in place just yet, but it will be great for people who are looking to build and need a place to stay in the meantime. This piece right here that says retirement community is actually going to be more of assisted living and independent living versus 55 and over. We've had a lot of questions about that. So that is in the pretty near future for that to start. We're very excited about that. As you move up further and past the future elementary school, you enter into the residential section. So this is called the Village at Carolina Park. This will be composed of about 1,000 homes when it's complete. And in the Village, you will find townhomes that just started by Ryland Homes, starting just around $299 right now. They will have a decorated model in June. You have our amenities center, which actually our pool just won an award, a Prism Award. And the Junior Olympic pool is here with a playground currently in place. It looks amazing. They are working on 2 of the 4 planned tennis courts. We'll also have a future dog park, multi-purpose fields, and part of this entire neighborhood, a lot of the appeal to it is not only the protected space. The developers didn't come in and clear cut the land and build houses, but there's so many preserved spaces, passive park, wetlands, there's trails that run through that, sidewalks, bike paths, street trees. So the goal is for it to be walkable, bikeable, and have everything connected, work, play, live all in one place. This phase over here, phase 5B1, we have all of the Village builders building in here, and most of this is already complete. These are the new phases that we're opening. And Mount Pleasant Active Park here is established. The kids play soccer. But in the Village section, there's a main hub, our Sales and Information Center. And we suggest that you come to the main Sales and Information Center just across from the pool first. And we will give you the overview of the whole neighborhood. Right now, there's 9 builders and 5 sales centers, so there's a lot to learn, but the good news is there's a lot to offer as well. So many different home types and lot types available. The builders who currently build in the Village section consist of Ryland Homes, David Weekley Homes, Klein Homes, Saucy Burbank. They build a different set of plans from the Village section. We have Sable Homes Custom Division. We have the Burton Company, Structures Building Company, and Jackson Built Custom Homes. So a lot of these builders are used to building in the $1 million plus price point in Charleston, Daniel Island, on the islands, and they're able to build in Riverside underneath that. You get the same customer service level and a great specification level included in the home. but the lots are a little more affordable in this area of Mount Pleasant for now. So that's the good news, and we'll continue to move back as we grow, about one phase a year, and eventually we'll have homes around the lake and homes up here as well, toward the tidal creek. So the prices here are about the 300s up to almost 600, depending on the home type and the size. And the square footages range anywhere from around the 1,600 square feet for the townhomes, a little bit bigger for the single family homes that David Weekley's doing, up to the cottage style homes that Saucy Burbank's building. And 3,300 square feet is about the max in that section. Then we move on to Riverside, our custom home section. This is very unique. We have currently 6 builders who are building in Riverside. Riverside is just across Darrell Creek Trail, so it's 545 homes on 545 acres. That's how spread out it will be. So it's very unique. If you're looking for a larger lot with privacy and certainly a custom build with all that flexibility to modify plans, start from scratch, use existing plans, really there's just a ton of flexibility. And also all of this right now is flood zone X, and we're not in the wind and hail pool, so your insurance is quite a bit lower. That's a big perk. The average lot size here is about 1/3 of an acre, but we go from 1/4 of an acre to 1/2 of an acre. And the HOA dues in each section, it's under $1,000 a year for Riverside and just under $800 a year for Carolina Park for the village section. And Riverside residents, not only do they have access to the current amenities, but we'll have a 20-acre lake with a kayak paddleboard launch in it. We'll also have a future pool and pavilion on the marsh and a kayak paddleboard launch just for Riverside residents. And there'll be trails winding throughout, sidewalks, bike paths again. But the nicest thing about it, we're limited to those 545 or so homes on the 545 acres. So you notice each section surrounded by wetlands, ponds. The brand new section we just released, Phase C, is 57 lots. Just since mid-January, we've sold about 15 or 16 of those. So the phases go rather quickly, and the builders actually buy the lot from the developer and carry the cost of the construction loan. So buyers don't have to worry about getting construction loan financing. They get a regular loan. A lot of lenders will lock in even for a year. So it takes about 9 months to a year to build in Riverside. But the good news is we have inventory available at all stages at any given time. So with this many builders building in Carolina Park, if you do need to close sooner, there's always something in the works. So always make sure you ask us what's out there. These phases are almost complete, but we do have some inventory homes available. Phase C is the one I was just talking about, our next phase. The square footages range around 2,000 to 5,000 square feet back there. And the good news is you can walk into Carolina Park and say, here are my must-have items. I want a master down, I want more efficient living space, open floor plan, I need a home office, I need a playroom for the kids. And if we don't already have a plan that matches that, we can take a plan, completely modify it, move walls, windows, change the exterior elevation, or design it from scratch. So chances are you'll find what you need within the budget. That is an overview of Carolina Park and Riverside.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.